It's me again, JB. It is Friday, October 4th, second weekend of archery whitetail season in Arkansas. And I'm down in the tree stand in the woods by the creek bottom. A little bit different setup down here. There's the feeder. I don't know how far up I am, but I moved the stand up as much as I could. I'm up here a little bit higher than I was, so it should be okay, but I don't know, we'll find out. I've been seeing some activity, some deer come through here at different times of the day. Let's face it, there's a lot of boredom in hunting. That's okay. I'm gonna keep doing it. Hi everybody, it's me again. So, that old walking stick's still hanging out up here. Anyway, we're all set up. I think I've moved my tree stand up to about 16 feet. I just couldn't get any taller with the 8 foot holds, screw-in foot holds that I was using. They work really well though. They're like $2 a piece at Walmart, and they just screw right into a tree, man. It's just, I love it. Anyway, I'm here today, and I'm hopeful. You know, I'm hopeful that I don't just get to tell a hunting story today, but that I get to tell a successful hunting story today or tomorrow, which is a little bit different. You know, the thing about hunting is that you don't always get something when you go out, unfortunately. It's just not the way it works. But when you do get something, you gotta remember to thank God. I don't ever give him enough credit for all the wonderful things he's done in my life. And it's fun to get out here and do this stuff, man. It really is. I'm so grateful that God made me the way he made me. I love hunting. I love this way of life. I love my family. I love the outdoors, the creation of God. It's just awesome. Anyway, let me give you another look around. Up behind me that way, up on the trail, is the tree stand that I was sitting at the other day. And after I do my hunt in this stand this morning, I'm going to get that stand out of that tree. And I'm going to move it to the other side of the road and get as high up in a tree as I can. So, see y'all later. One of these days, if I ever get the chance and enough money saved up, I'd like to go out west for some spot and stalk hunting. You can't really do that here in the South. You're lucky if you can see something with your binos 50 yards into this jungle. It's fun though. You just got to keep looking for movement. I'd love to see them old boys from out west come out here to try to spot and stalk. Yeah, they'd have fun though. to get down from the stand to attend to the call of nature. And after I got back up in the stand, I was putting my finger tab on, and I was going to put my arm guard on, and I dropped my arm guard. There it is. So I'm going to sit up here for a little while longer. If nothing comes through, I'll get down and get it. But if something does come through, it'll be worth the pop on the arm to kill a deer and put some meat in the freezer. So anyway, never a dull moment. Bye. Hi everybody, it's JB again. So, it's almost noon here on the property. I've been sitting in the stand for a couple hours now, so I haven't seen anything. The wind's picked up a little bit. It's not bad. Not too hot out here, not too muggy. What I think, I'm gonna go ahead and get down from here. I'm gonna go down here and change out the card on my camera. Yeah, this is the part of the video where I let you in on my really, really good master plan. The problem is most of the time my plans don't come together. That's okay though, it keeps me busy, and every once in a while it pays off. Remember, you have to go through the suck in order to really appreciate the reward. I'm gonna ease up there real slow. See if I can't see anything. And then while I'm there, I'm gonna go ahead and switch out that game camera to that card, and then make my way back up the hill. I've got to find a spot up on the mountain to move that other stand to. I need to eat lunch. Something for lunch. I brought some snacks. And I need to put out some more candy for the deer. Yes. I brought some deer candy. So anyway, keeping you all apprised of the situation. Bye. Hi everybody. It's JB again. So it actually took me a good 2 hours to relocate to this tree. I must have walked by it 3 or 4 times, and for some reason I just either didn't see the tree or I didn't consider it to be a good place for a stand. However, I think it's going to work out great. I basically just moved about 20 yards across the same trail and moved the bait pile about 5 yards, and it's a better ambush spot. So I like it. We're going to see how it pans out. I found a new tree stand, or a new place for a tree stand. And I must have walked by this place a couple different times, and I didn't see this tree. Or I didn't think it looked good. But then I looked at it the last time, I'm like, you know what? That sucker will work, man. So anyway, I'll show you what I'm seeing. Nice stuff down there. I think this spot will give me, I think this spot's going to give me a pretty good balance between cover, altitude, and shooting lanes. Basically all I've done is move across the road from where I was the other day. Not this morning, but the other day. So, here's the ridge line. Up there. I don't know, I like this spot, dude. I like this spot a lot, so we're gonna see. We are gonna see. Love y'all. Bye. Hi everybody. It's JB again. So we are now up in the new tree stand over the new bait pile. I'm using some of that Big and J. Throughout the first 4 days that I've hunted this season, I've logged right around 40 hours in the tree stand. I've never actually hunted that much from a tree stand at all, so everything's new to me. I'm starting to really enjoy it though, and I figure after so many hours, the law of averages will kick in and something has got to walk past my tree stand. And when it happens, God willing, I'm gonna put the first deer down in my life with a recurve bow. How awesome will that be? By the way, I'm using a new deer attractant. It's called Big and J BB12, I think. It must be some pretty good stuff because 20 feet in the air and 17 yards away, even I can smell it. And if I can smell it, imagine what the deer can smell. Here, Bambi, Bambi, Bambi. Wee! Basically, if the deer come from parallel paths to me, should be good. If they come from that direction, I'm kind of screwed. Sure is peaceful out here though. The creation of nature is one of God's greatest accomplishments.
Hi everybody, it's JB again. So, it's kind of hard to see me. I'm in the cab of the truck right now. It's the end of the day. My phone ran out of power. Battery went dead. About an hour before the end of the hunt. So, with that being said, nothing to report. I didn't see anything except for a couple squirrels and some geese. But other than that, nothing, man. I got out of the woods and just sitting here. I'm gonna go to sleep in the cab of the truck tonight and chill out in here and get up in the morning and get in the woods and on my stand before daylight, God willing. Anyway, end of day 3. Bye.
I got up in the morning and got into my stand just at daybreak. I could tell that the corn I had laid out the night before underneath the feeder was gone. When I checked my camera card later, I didn't see anything. Evidently I ran out of batteries and need to change them out on that one. But I knew something had been down there rummaging around. Still no sign of deer moving in the daytime though. It's still pretty warm. Morning, everybody. Saturday, October 5th. I slept in the truck last night. It actually wasn't too bad. I got in here just as it was getting daylight this morning, so I can tell that something ate the bait last night. I haven't checked the other bait pile yet, so I don't know about it. There's not much wind today, which might be good. So anyway, day 4. I'll keep you posted. Bye.
The longer I'm alive, the more I become convinced of at least 2 things. One, that God made the duck-billed platypus out of leftover parts from other animals. And 2, God also created a squirrel just to piss off deer hunters. It's amazing to me how a 4-ounce fuzzy, fluffy animal can traipse through the brush and leaves in a forest and sound like a 250-pound deer. I hate squirrels.
I hate squirrels. Hate them. I'm surrounded by squirrels right now. And they sound like a 200-pound deer walking through the woods.
I do, however, really like box turtles. And so I heard one crawling through the underbrush and I found it. Enjoy. There he is. I have apprehended Kaiser Soze. That rat bastard.
Hi, everybody. It's me again. So I was just sitting here in the tree stand. And it's hot. Not much is moving right now. But it will later, I think. Anyway. It never fails to amaze me how quickly my attitude can change when I'm hunting. Because I go from being very frustrated and just almost ready to quit. And the next thing you know, I see something move in the woodline, or I hear something. And my reflexes perk up. My heart goes from 0 to 60 in 1.3 seconds. Probably faster than that. And I get all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, except it's cuckoo for deer. I just think that's funny. Hunting can represent a lot of things, but I think one of the things it represents is hope in the face of insurmountable odds against it. You know, I know the deer are here. I have literally thousands of pictures of deer right here, not 10 yards from where I'm sitting. But it's easy not to have high hopes for this hunt or any other hunt because so many things have to line up right for me to be successful. I have to be out here when the wind is just right, in the right tree, at the right stand, at the right minute, when the right deer decides to take the right path by my stand. God has got to be involved in this whole hunting thing, because there's no way by pure randomness or luck that a deer would just do that. I heard something, I got excited again. So anyway, I'm gonna keep hoping and praying and asking the Lord to send a deer my way. I wanted to share that with y'all. You go from frustrated and ready to quit to OMG real fast in the woods. Yeah. So I just had a thought. Uh-oh. Steven Rinella of Meat Eater talks about you have to experience the suck of something. Not necessarily in order to have success, but when you do have success, you'll appreciate it a whole lot more. It'll be a whole lot better because you've gone through the suck of trying to do that thing. I've been through a lot of years hunting. I've been through a lot of suck. I got 4 deer last year, the most deer I've ever gotten in one single season in my life. I wonder if I used up all my suck. Update. I ain't seen shit. Except a lot of squirrels. I'm still sitting over the bait pile. And I'm telling you, that must be some good stuff I put on there because I can smell it from here. It's almost 4 o'clock. My buddy said that he saw a doe on another piece of property. He saw a doe at about 4:45 last night moving around. So he never got a shot on her, but he said that she was out there for probably 20 minutes or more. So I'm gonna keep waiting, because that's all I got to do. It is warm. It got hot today. Got real hot. I'm hoping. You gotta remember too that this is the first year that I've hunted this early. So I'm learning that deer really do not like to be out when it's hot. Something to keep in mind. Ooh, look at this critter. We were having a biblical plague of locusts and grasshoppers while I was out there. He decided he wanted to chew on my bow. I quickly proceeded to get rid of him.
It is a fact that God is a genius. He knows how to put colors on animals so that if you didn't know they were there, you would never see them. That rabbit is perfectly camouflaged. It took me a minute to see him, and I was sitting right over him. It's amazing what God does.
I continued to watch this little fella as he would eyeball my bait pile and think about going back over there. I watched him stretch his legs and keep his ears up for danger. He's a pretty smart little guy. I didn't shoot him. I'm waiting on bigger stuff to walk by. But it was cool just to get to watch him for probably 45 minutes before he finally kind of hopped off. It was a good day.